Imagine a remote island, untouched and untainted by the wonders of modern technology. This island's inhabitants, contented with their peaceful solitude, witness the sudden appearance of giant metallic birds. Worse, these skyward beasts begin to descend in unison. Upon landing, their bodies shift and distort, birthing bountiful gifts and strange men. While this may sound far-fetched on the surface, to the isolated tribes of the South Pacific during World War II, this was their reality. A paradigm shift that would quickly transform a culture of solitude into a domain for worship, the cargo cult. During the Second World War, Allied forces established makeshift bases on several Pacific islands, bringing with them heavy cargo planes crammed full of goods, food, medicine, weapons, and the tools required to survive and maintain. To nearby islanders, however, possessing no context for such technology or goods, these men appeared as powerful beings, godlike entities in possession of unfathomable treasure. Thus, the islanders found themselves thrust headfirst into the booming 20th century. The soldiers got to work on clearing runways and erecting flight towers, these monuments and strange clearings appearing as ritualistic prerequisites to the curious islanders, listening to headphones, speaking into radios, and marking out landing paths, the bizarre behaviors of heaven-sent intruders. In the wake of the soldiers' post-war departure, the islanders took it upon themselves to crack the code of cargo nirvana. Through trial and error, mimicry and forgery, they'd summon back their once magnificent skybirds, and in doing so return their much-beloved cargo. Mock runways were soon cleared, headphones carved from soft wood, and rickety towers erected from the ground up, all in an admirable attempt to lure back the precious cargo birds. It happened once, so it was bound to happen again. The core belief behind the creation of these cargo cults was that great ancestors or honoured spiritual beings were behind the sending of these goods. Yet, in fits of greed, the Western soldiers had chosen to intercept and thus hoard a cargo intended for the lonely islanders. Thus, in performing their feigned rituals, the cargo cults hoped to receive goods directly, as was the initial intention of their gods. One of the most famous leaders of the cargo cults was John From. While his origins are shrouded in mystery and his existence debated to this day, From is said to have appeared in the late 1930s, a figure strongly associated with the arrival of cargo and the glorious return of 20th century prosperity. Even today, every year on February the 15th, islanders celebrate John From Day, hoping for his swift return. Anthropologists have found fascination in the cargo cults for decades, and for good reason. They pose fascinating questions about how secluded cultures understand and interpret new and often inexplicable events, but more so, they offer deep insight into the human need to make sense of the unknown, tightly weaving it into familiar cultural and spiritual narratives. Over time, as modernization has crept into these remote islands, the fervor of cargo cults has waned significantly, yet they remain a striking reminder of a unique cultural response to sudden and overwhelming change, a change we may one day face ourselves. Metallic birds, divine beings, precious goods, and John From America. The South Pacific's cargo cults have etched an indelible mark on the annals of history, reminding us of the profound ways in which cultures can intersect and, for better or for worse, shape one another. I've been Forgotten Legends, and until next time, take care.